Good morning, students. Yesterday we have seen the different types of process. Out of that, we have yesterday seen two types of process, that is isothermal process and adiabatic process. I will repeat in short. Isothermal process means process in which temperature remains constant, that is the delta T is equal to 0, delta U is equal to 0, because temperature is directly proportional to internal energy. Temperature remains constant, internal energy remains constant, but the process is carried out by gaining the heat from the surrounding to the system. Therefore, total heat content of the system remains constant. This process is not carried on in its own power. Therefore, this process is not thermally isolated. And the second one is adiabatic process. Adiabatic process, the process in which there is no loss or no gain of heat between system and surrounding. Therefore, Q is equal to 0. The total heat content of the system always remains constant, but the process is carried out by using the internal energy. Therefore, internal energy of the process changes. Therefore, temperature also changes. This process is carried out on its own power. Therefore, this process is thermally isolated. Then today, we will see the third type of process, that is isobaric process. Here, baric means pressure. To measure the pressure of gas, there is an instrument or device that is called as a barometer. Therefore, this process is called as isobaric process. The process in which pressure remains constant, or the process is carried out at constant pressure, is called as isobaric process. There is only one character of this process, that is delta P is equal to 0. Means pressure in this process does not changes, always remain constant. Then fourth type of process is isochoric process. Here iso means same or constant and choric means volume. Volume remain constant. The process in which volume remains constant, or the process which is carried out at constant volume, is called as isochoric process. Again here, there is only one character of isochoric process. Delta V is equal to 0. That is, volume remains constant. Then we see the fifth process, that is the cyclic process. The name of process on the basis of cycle. Cyclic process, the process in which number of changes carry out and finally return back to its original stage, is called as cyclic process. इसके लिए सिंपल एग्जांपल है, घर में कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई, पिताजी ने गुस्सा किया तो बच्चा घर से निकलता है, दिन भर इधर उधर घूमता है, जेब में के पैसे खत्म होने के बाद और शाम को घर आता है, सुबह का भूला हुआ शाम को वापिस आया. That is called as a cyclic process. The process in which the number of changes carried out and finally return back to original stage is called as a cyclic process. In a cyclic process, the internal energy change or the internal energy does not change. That is, delta U is equal to 0. See again, in a cyclic process, the internal energy does not change. Delta U is equal to 0. U1 is the internal energy of initial state and U2 is the internal energy of final state. Suppose consider here A changes to B, B changes to C, and C changes to D, and again D changes to A. Therefore, in this process, U1 is equal to U2. Therefore, delta U is equal to U2 minus U1 is equal to 0. Delta U is 0 because U1 is equal to U2. U1 is equal to U2 क्यों है? तो जहां से ये प्रोसेस चालू होती है वही नंबर ऑफ चेंजेस होने के बाद वही इनिशियल स्टेट को आके खत्म होती है. इसीलिए इन दिस प्रोसेस U1 इज इक्वल टू U2, देयरफॉर डेल्टा U इज इक्वल टू U2 माइनस U1 इज इक्वल टू 0. देन वी सी द फिफ्थ प्रोसेस, दैट इज रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस. रिवर्सिबल में जितना आगे गया उतना ही वापिस आया. द प्रोसेस हुज डायरेक्शन, दैट इज फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन, कैन बी रिवर्स्ड और कैन बी मेड बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन बाय चेंजिंग द कंडीशन. एंड द कंडीशन इज दैट ड्राइविंग फोर्स एंड अपोजिंग फोर्स differ by infinitesimally very small amount. The process whose rate of forward reaction and whose rate of backward reaction are same, that process is called as reversible process. Or the process whose forward direction can be made reverse direction under certain conditions, and the certain conditions are driving force and opposing force differ by very small amount, that is infinitesimally differ by small amount. Suppose consider here example, A is converted into B. When A is converted into B, this is the driving force. At the same time, B is converted into A, this is the opposing force. The driving force infinitesimally greater than the opposing force. Then and then the forward direction can be made reverse direction. That is, driving force and opposing force differ by infinitesimally very small amount. Then the characters of this reversible process. Number one, the driving force and opposing force differ by very small amount in a reversible process. Second, this process is non-spontaneous, means this is non-spontaneous process. Third, this is very slow process, means time required to complete this process is very large, therefore this is very slow process. Fourth, this is man-made process, this is not natural process. इसका मतलब ये प्रोसेस तुमको करना पड़ती है, वो नेचुरली नहीं है, therefore this is a man-made process. This process is never completed in a definite time. इसका मतलब when A is converted into B, at the same time B is converted into A. And then again A is converted into B and B is converted into A. This process never completed in definite time. 6. This process is carried out in number of steps. See here, A is converted into B, at the same time B is converted into A. Some part of B is converted into C, C is converted into B. And C is converted into D and D is converted into C. Means there are how many steps? There are three steps in this process. Therefore, this process is carried out in number of steps, and there is equilibrium between every step. It means that A and B are equilibrium with each other, B and C are equilibrium with each other, and C and D are equilibrium with each other. 7. In this process, maximum work is obtained. How maximum work is obtained in this process? Because this process is carried out in a number of steps. During every step, small amount of work is done. And when we add work during every step, we get maximum work. Therefore, in this process, maximum work is obtained. And yet, this is imaginary or hypothetical process. ये प्रोसेस एक्चुअल में होती नहीं है, इमेजिन करना पड़ता है, और इसीलिए इसको मैन मेड प्रोसेस बोलते हैं. These are the different characters of reversible process. Then we see the last process, that is seventh process, sorry, irreversible process. Irreversible process. The process which takes place only forward direction. The process which takes place only in forward direction, and the direction of this process never reverse. It means that this process only takes place in forward direction. The forward direction cannot be made reverse direction, because in this process the driving force and opposing force differ by very large amount. Therefore, this process cannot be reversed. It means that one reactant is converted into product, product never converted into a reactant. One reactant is converted into product, product never converted into a reactant. Then we see the characters of this process. Number 1, the driving and opposing forces are differ by very large amount or huge amount. Second, this process is spontaneous. इसका मतलब होता है एक बार ये प्रोसेस चालू हो गई, reactant when converted into product does not stop till the reactant is converted into product. Therefore, it is called as spontaneous process. Third, this process is fast. Fourth, this process is completed in definite time. Fifth, this process takes place in single state. There is no equilibrium between the reactant and product. There is equilibrium before the reaction or after the reaction. It means that there is equilibrium between the reactants or between the products. There is no equilibrium between the reactant and product. Seven, in this process, maximum work is not obtained. And it every naturally occurring chemical reaction is irreversible process. Every naturally occurring chemical reaction is irreversible process. इसका सिंपल एग्जांपल है वाटरफॉल. वाटरफॉल पानी ऊपर से नीचे ऑटोमेटिकली आता है, मगर नीचे से ऊपर ऑटोमेटिक नहीं जाएगा. ऊपर से नीचे आता है मीन्स जीरो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, और नीचे से ऊपर ले जाना है इसको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यानी इलेक्ट्रिक पंप ज्यादा पावर का लगेगा. इसका मतलब ड्राइविंग फोर्स and opposing force differ by very large amount. Therefore, it is called as irreversible process. Then we see the internal energy. What is the internal energy? Sources of internal energy. Internal energy, it is represented by symbol U. Every substance, it may be living or it may be non-living. Every substance have its own power. That own power is called as internal energy. Or in every substance, energy is stored. That stored energy is also called as internal energy. Every substance have its own power, or in every substance energy is stored. This own power or stored energy of substance is called as internal energy. the absolute value of internal energy U cannot be determined, but the change in internal energy delta U can be determined. Change in internal energy can be determined, but U, that is absolute value of internal energy U, cannot be determined. क्यों नहीं डिटरमाइन कर सकते? समझो तुम्हारे पास घर में 1 किलो कोयला है और तुमको पूछा किसी ने कि एक कोयला जलाने के बाद कितनी एनर्जी मिलेगी। ऐसा तुम तो नहीं बोल सकते अंदाजे से कि इतनी इतनी मिलेगी। जब तक तुम कोयला जलाते नहीं तब तक तुमको समझ में नहीं आएगा कि एक कोयले से कितनी एनर्जी मिली है। कोयला जला है इसका मतलब बदल हो गया, चेंज हो गया। दैट इज कॉल्ड एज चेंज इन इंटरनल एनर्जी। देयरफॉर द वैल्यू ऑफ change in internal energy, that is the delta U, can be determined, but the absolute value of internal energy U cannot be determined. Then we see the sources of internal energy. There are two different sources or types of internal energy. Sources of internal energy. There are two sources of internal energy. The first one is kinetic energy, or it is also called as thermal energy, and second is potential energy, or it is also called as bonding energy. It is also called as types of internal energy. There are two types of internal energy: kinetic energy, or it is also called as thermal energy, and second is potential energy, or it is also called as bonding energy. Why it is called as thermal energy? Kinetic energy depend upon the external factor like temperature or motion of particles. As the temperature of the substance increases, the motion of particle increases, therefore kinetic energy increases. Therefore, kinetic energy depend upon external factor like temperature. Therefore, it is called as thermal energy, because here therm means temperature. And potential energy is called as bonding energy, because the potential energy depend upon bonding between atom in a molecule and bonding between molecule. Therefore, it is called as bonding energy. Then again here, kinetic energy subdivided into 4 parts. That is, the first one is translational. First one is vibrational energy, which is represented by delta U VIB. Second is translational energy, that is delta U trans. And third is rotational energy, that is delta U ROT. And fourth is electronic energy, that is represented by delta U PL. Pc. Kinetic energy subdivided into four types: vibrational energy, translational energy, rotational energy, electronic energy. Vibrational energy is possessed by all three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Vibrational energy is possessed by all states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. The energy possessed by the particles, that is atoms or molecules of substance due to vibration. Energy possessed by particles due to vibration. Vibrations are two types, that is stretching vibration and compressed vibration, or it is also bending vibration, bending downward or bending upward. पेन में स्प्रिंग आती है, उस स्प्रिंग को उंगली में पकड़ के ऐसा दबाया तो उसको बोलते कॉम्प्रेस, और छोड़ दिया, वाइब्रेशन आते हैं उसमें। और वो स्प्रिंग को स्ट्रेच किया और छोड़ दिया तो उसमें वाइब्रेशन आते हैं। दैट इज एनर्जी possessed by the particles due to vibration is called as vibrational energy. After earthquake, the substances on the earth, all substances are vibrated. It may be solid, it may be liquid, or it may be gas. Therefore, this energy is possessed by all three states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. Then here, translational energy is only possessed by liquid and gas. Translational energy means substance transfer from one place to another place. Solids, when put in certain places, they cannot transfer from one place to another place. But liquid and gases can transfer from one place to another place. Liquids have certain limitation for the transfer. That is, liquid can flow from higher level to lower level. But gases, molecules, always in a state of rapid random motion in all possible direction in available space. The energy possessed by particles, particularly molecules, due to transfer from one place to another place. Energy possessed by particles due to transfer from one place to another place. One place to another place. Then here rotational energy. Rotational energy is possessed by only gaseous molecules. Solids and liquids does not possess the rotational energy, because in gases, for example H2 gas, in H2 there are two hydrogen atoms, and these two hydrogen atoms are covalently bonded with each other, and these two hydrogen atoms rotate perpendicular to the line joining their axes. That is called as rotational energy. The energy possessed by atoms of molecules due to rotation perpendicular to the line joining them. Energy possessed by the atoms of molecule rotate perpendicular to the line joining their nuclei. The energy possessed by the atoms of molecule rotate perpendicular to the line joining their nuclei. That is called as rotational energy. And last type of kinetic energy is electronic energy. We know the structure of atom, central part nucleus and extranuclear region electrons. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus continuously and they possess energy. That energy is called as electronic energy. Electronic energy is very small because the mass of electron is negligible. The energy possessed by electron during a revolution around the nucleus is called as electronic energy.